Faith Church, hope you're well. I'm no longer filming to you from Albania. It's good to be back home again with family and with my church family here. I do want to thank you for your prayers and even just releasing me to be gone for that time with the Bible school there. I really felt like I was able to offer some good teaching there and encourage some of the young students there. So thanks to all of you, particularly for those who covered for me while I'm gone. On a sort of related note, we have a group of Albanians. The city council from the city where I was is actually coming to Sacramento, and a number of people at Faith are hosting them Sunday and Monday night, for which I'm grateful. We have a chance to extend hospitality to these folks. Looking for a few people to help me prepare a dinner on Monday night for this group. The food will be there. I just need some folks to help set it out and share a meal with this group. Be an opportunity also to learn a little bit about them. Like to have just a kind of a Q&A to ask them about their life back in Albania. These are all public officials that are coming to the States to meet with local government leaders to just learn. It's their first time here in the States, so reach out to me if that's something you'd like to be a part of. I really could use a few folks to help with that. Today, Friday, we begin reading through 1 John. If you're reading along with us a chapter a day, and 1 John is just one of my favorite books in the Bible. It's rich. I'm looking forward to just soaking in the message here. So much here to challenge and encourage us from John. In this first chapter, I know John speaks about God as light. In fact, he says that God is light, and in him we have no darkness at all. He goes on to expand on what that means, and thinking myself about what it means that God is light. You know, light serves several functions for us. Light reveals. You shine a light on something, and that's even a saying that we use. It exposes. It shows what's there, and that can be good. It can also be unwelcome. Sometimes we don't want things exposed, but God is one who exposes the truth. As people who trust him, this is a good thing in our lives, that he is willing to expose the truth about who he is, about who we are, about how we are in relationship to him. Light also guides us. If you're out on a country road driving at night and there's no moonlight and you need those headlights, right? You turn the headlights off, you can't know where you're going, and so light is a guide to us through a dark place. And in some ways we live in a dark world, and so because God is light, he provides guidance for us to know the right way to go. Light also brings color. With no light there's no color, and in this way light brings out the fullness of something, and certainly that's what Christ does in our lives. He takes our lives and restores us and renews us and gives us abundance and helps us to become the full people that God made us to be. And so it's just a brilliant metaphor that Scripture often uses for light. It's interesting to me that this was the reading today, because Sunday I'll be preaching from a text about light. It's a story in John 9 where Jesus notices a man who was born blind, who's lived in darkness his whole life. And it's a brilliant story. Jesus, of course, brings him his eyesight, brings light into his life, but it's not just about physical healing. There's so much more here. And like all these encounters with Jesus we've been looking at, it's our story. And I know that there are some of us, maybe many of us, that live with some darkness in our lives right now, some heaviness. And I really feel like God's given me a message of encouragement to share on Sunday about this. And so I look forward to that and to bringing good news. Would really encourage you to not only read along with us in 1 John, a chapter a day and this week, but also read through John chapter 9, which is the story I'll be preaching from on Sunday, and begin to reflect on what God has to show us here and how he wants to illumine things in our lives. So thank you. Grateful for you, grateful to be back among you. Look forward to worshiping with you on Sunday. Wherever you are today, as always, I pray you know God's love, the grace of Christ, and the presence through the Spirit. Peace.